have to
You
get it
don't
from
need to do
the
anything.
sticker.
Connected. Token manager.
Okay, done.
Okay, cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of my age, welcome to another episode of Aura8. And with me, we have a dear friend of mine, Ahmed. Buddy, welcome to Aura8. He is the producer and the organizer of World Token Summit, also the host of Disrupt. And I always love bringing in my fellow media folks here because conversations just get fun. A big kudos to him because he actually
Thank
organized an event at a point of time when Dubai was really high and dry. Nothing was happening here. Token 2049 was cancelled. Everything around it was cancelled. But then suddenly an event popped up that gave all of us hope, gave us all of us an amazing time to network and to connect with people, which was the World Token Summit. So, Ahmad, first thing, a huge kudos for you to stand up and organize the event. So, first, please accept that. And the
Thank
other
you.
thing
Thank you
is,
so much, bro. Thank you. And thanks to the community that enabled us to do that. Like, if we didn't have this vibrant, hassle free, frictionless community and ecosystem in Dubai, we wouldn't have been able to do it. We wouldn't have been even courageous enough to take the step forward.
I really like, just a disclaimer to all the audience that we media folks tend to lie a bit, right? So, I really like, I really like what Ahmed said, frictionless. But then, tell
Well,
me,
there was
tell
a
me
lot of
this.
friction, to be honest, but it was so far. To be honest, it wouldn't have been possible anywhere else, or maybe it would. I don't know.
But then
Uh,
tell me the entire idea of starting, World Token Summit until actually the first day. How much time did you have to actually pull that off?
well, that was a very short time, because like we literally like started executing everything like almost 3 weeks before the summit. That was a very short term. Usually, it takes no less than 6 months to put something of that
Easy,
scale.
easy.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
easy.
like, and even sometimes 6 months, and people and big organizers will be saying, "Well, we're in short time. We need to speed up." So, oh, it was really like 3 sleepless weeks. Like, I really didn't like that at all. But I put myself in the middle of the hurricane, so I just had to survive. It was one shot, do not miss the chance to blow, as Eminem says.
Oh,
Like, yeah, it was that way.
no,
Like,
absolutely. Because so one is it takes balls to think of something within 3 weeks, and then it takes network and execution to pull it off, right? So these are two different things. I can come up with an idea, but then pulling off is a total different ball game, which you clearly did it amazingly well. Now tell us that how was the response of World Token Summit? Like, what was the reach? How many people came in? How many speakers you had? How many partners? Give us a bit of that.
yeah. It was beyond the expectations, to be honest, because like I was not really planning to do anything this year. Like I was just sitting, chilled, somehow bored.
How much
I'm just
how
look.
much of Bitcoin do you have in your wallet, bro, to be chilling?
No, 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 not in that sense. It's just like I was just taking it easy, like I was just like, okay, let's see, like we're still in the beginning of the year, the first quarter. I was planning just for the Disrupted Summit in October, the annual summit that I do every year, which nobody knows about. We just like invite our own ecosystem, and then everybody reads about it when it's already done. Everybody was like, oh shit, we missed it, like we always like market the summit after it finishes. So we will be reading this year about what happened last year, like this is how we do it. So I was like chill, bored, like just looking left and right, what to do, how I'm gonna spend my summer, where I'm gonna go, like and then I see this comment in one of the groups. So one notification pops up and someone is saying in one of the Web3 crypto blockchain groups, like, this is a very stupid decision. So I just clicked on the notification to open the group. Well, what is this stupid decision? And that was in the mid of April of March. And I see that he's commenting on the announcement or the news that Token 2049 is canceled for the year and they are going to postpone it to 2027. And I was just thinking to myself, like, that might be a very stupid decision. These guys have just left a lot of money on the table and ran away, like, and they have no idea that there is a very rare monster sitting out there that is gonna jump on the opportunity and slay it. Like, I'm not gonna think twice, And just like I was thinking, and then literally 2 days later, I reached out to the CEO of Vostad, the owner of the World Token Summit, and
Yeah.
I said, "Hey, bro, have you seen the news?" He said, "Yes." I said, "What about World Token Summit replacing Token 2049?" He said, "You're reading my mind, bro." I said, "So it's okay with you?" He said, "Like, bro, you're the one who started this brand for us, like back in 2023. I was
Yeah.
not planning to do anything with it. It was a retired like brand or something, and I was just kind of like rebranding into another thing. So it's all yours. Do whatever you want with it." So I said, "You lend me the naming rights." He said, "I lend you the naming rights and the brand." I was like, "Okay, let's work on it together. Let's start like updating the website, like preparing everything, all this kind of stuff." And he's like, "Okay, okay, okay." Day after the other, no movement from him. And I was like, he's not in Dubai. He was like at that time in like I think he was traveling, and then he was
Kashmir.
flying as
Yeah.
well to Africa, I think Ghana or something. He has something
See,
with the government
also,
there. So,
see,
and he was
also
skeptic as well, and he was skeptic, and he was skeptic.
knowing Zahid, he's kind of living the island's life
Yeah,
in Kashmir.
exactly. So I was like, one day, the other, after 10 days, like, he's reluctant and he was like skeptic. Is it really like gonna happen? Like this kind of stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna wait for this guy.
I told this guy, so I'll tell you. So when you announced World Token Summit, I said,
No,
"Are you
this is
coming here?"
before I announced it. Like, I took the decision to announce it on my own because he's not responsive for 10 days. I just like got the website up. I put a press release that to World Token Summit is replacing Token 2049 in Dubai this year. And boom, the press release is out there and everybody's reading it. And he's like, "Bro, you didn't even wait. You just got the website up. You got the press release out. You didn't think twice." I said, "Bro, time is
We
running.
have
Like,
no
we're
time.
10,
I
we're
know. I
already
know.
in April, like we're already on the brink of April, and the summit is 29 and 30. This is the same exact 2 days of Token 2049. And announcing that we're going to replace them, I have to take both dates, the same dates. So there is no way back, it's one shot, like it's one way road. There is no point of like that's the point of no return. So I'm just out there. I have no idea what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna pull it off. But I've done these kind of crazy things before, like on a huge level in Lisbon, in the US, in Riyadh, in Saudi. So I was like, okay, I would go through it. I would just sail the ship, and let's hope that things will go well. And then, like, literally, we're 3 weeks ahead, and then boom, I find like a lot of controversial opinions about this. Some people are calling this news just BS. Some people are saying it's not gonna happen. Some people call me at 4 a.m. in the morning, shouting at me, "You're a BS, bro. This is not gonna happen. We love you, but stop saying lies." I'm like, guys, like, this
4
is your
a.m. They called you at
goddamn
4 a.m.
like,
How
I don't know,
drunk
like
were
people
they?
I don't know. Like people were really angry. Like some people were shouting at me, like calling me BS and lying, and this is not gonna happen. I'm like, guys, what's your problem? Do you have any stake in the game? Like, it's yeah, exactly. This is your F summit, and you. I said exactly. It's my goddamn F summit. I do whatever the hell I want to do with it. Like, what's your problem? And it was this
Crazy.
that thing, and then boom, like. Me and Zahad, we were discussing which venue we're gonna host the summit in, who we're gonna reach out to, like lining up the whole thing before we update anything publicly. And then the block, they reached out to us. They read the press release somewhere, and also to give credits was actually Mazdak, Dr. Mazdak Rafati, very good friend of mine, since we were both on the steering committee under his leadership of the startup desk of the AHK, of the German Chamber of Industry and Commerce. He saw the press release. He sent it to the block team, as he's their chief strategy officer and strategic advisor. And they reached out to us and they said, "Hey, we have seen the news. Can we have a meeting? Can we discuss? Could we host this together? Please don't go anywhere else. Don't host it somewhere else. We have an amazing venue. We have an amazing infrastructure. We can host this together. Blah blah blah." So I was like, "Okay, great. Tomorrow I'm going there to meet with them. We discuss everything, we agree, and then we agreed on doing this crossover co-branding, World Token Summit, the Block Festival, because they told me like we have the idea about doing this festival and stuff. So I was like, okay, great. So we agreed on hosting it at the Block Street, and then they offered that we can even expand it to 25 Jump Street, where we can take over all the bars and the restaurants and the places on the 25 Jump Street, and do pop-up events and all these activations. And then we will have an open stage where we will have a music festival. And then they asked if we can like sign up some big names, DJs. So I told them, hey guys, like Jerry Robero's in town. Like I can talk to him and we can bring him in. Then we had like one very good friend who just launched a new single EDM track called Dubai Stay Safe. So and he was like, I was helping him with promoting it, getting it around and stuff. So he told me like, can I play this track at the summit? So we signed up the track as the official soundtrack of the World Token Summit, the Block Festival. Then the Block were saying like, hey, can we as well like have like art exhibition and stuff? So I reached out to the Dubai International Art Center. It was their 50th anniversary, which I know that they canceled earlier because of this conflict thing. So I said, why don't you host the 50th anniversary with us at the 25 Hours Hotel? So we had the 50th anniversary with Emirati talents exhibiting their artworks for the 50th Jubilee at the 25-hour hotel. 25 Jump Street had the open stage for the music festival. Then I reached out to like all the community partners, you and Dubai Tech Tuesdays, EcoX, Bitcoin Mondays, like all these. Brought all the community, hey guys, you want to do something? They were like, yeah, we would like to collaborate, let's do something together. So they came, everyone chose a pop-up venue, like one of the bars and the restaurants in 25 Jump Street, and they had their pop-up events during the summit. So we organized pop-up events that the summit was taking place on the stage inside the Block Street. There was a workshop at Dark Door. Same time there was interviews, 20 interviews in a row at Escobar with Gordon Einstein. There was like one dinner at the Lady Bird. There was another cocktail reception at Monkey Bar. Solana were doing like a Pilates day for ladies on the first day. Then we had Paloma, Eduardo Paloma. You were there already with the guys Bitcoin Mondays and the Bitcoin Network. So it's just like went like, and then of course like the Dubai Blockchain Center and Visa, the art cars, like we had the whole collection of the art cars for full demonstration and installation and exhibition in the 25 Jump Street and the entrance of the 25-hour hotel. Then one friend of mine, Hutch, he was doing an online summit, and he said, like, can we blend our agenda with your agenda so we do it physically, not online? I said, yeah. So we had an extra day. So now, rather than 29s and 30s, we have 28, 29, and 30. 28's first day, day zero, was the IMOS summit. And then the block, they suggested that they could curate a fourth day, which is the 1st of May. So we're like, okay, so we extended the summit 4 days, not 2. We had 120 speakers. We had more than 100 sponsors and partners. We had more than 25 media covering the event. We had more than 25 side events, including other summits orbiting the World Token Summit. It was just a buzz. Like, I was not expecting it to be that big. I was expecting it like probably we're gonna like end up with 500 people maximum showing up. I was surprised that we had 2,000 people each day. Like, it was like really beyond at 7 p.m. after everything is like we're done with the program. Still, people are there. They are networking in the terrace, playing ping pong. Like, we had like the block or arranged some of the exhibitions and some of the exhibitors and the facilities and fun activities free photography, like, Fosti, this machine that makes you this memories photos. We had like House of Pops. They facilitated them as well to have like free ice creams all day long. And then we had like brought in like Red Bull racing for the gaming experience. And then they brought as well in the last day Sean Chidiak, the stand-up comedian and the content creator, and it was like we had the I messed up comedy show, like talking about the failure experiences of founders. So it was just like insane, like two streets at the one central district closed with street flags, people popping up from the panels to the presentations to the workshop to the session at Paloma to the interviews at Escobar to the to hanging out and mingling and networking at Monkey Bar, at Ladybird, at it was just insane. I couldn't believe it. And then as well we had like the kickoff night. Before that we had one jazz night, like live jazz music and singers, where we had like in a private I would call it more like a museum, not just a villa, where we have all the musical instruments, and we had the most professional singers and musicians of Dubai, from Berkeley College of Music, from Abu Dhabi, musicians from Dubai Opera, some of the winners of The Voice from different countries. Like, it was really like the jazz was that level, like it was really insane. You wouldn't believe that something like this was in Dubai. Then we had like as well like two VIP dinners, one in an art gallery, the other one was in a private. It was hosted by the Marco Polo Experience magazine. So it was just that summer just went beyond the capacity and the expectations that we would have dreamed of. I was not expecting that. It was a blessing, thanks to the blog, thanks to 25 Jump Street, thanks to One Central and the Dubai World Trade Center Authority, who actually came and did the footage and the shooting and the coverage themselves. The Dubai World Trade Center Authority, also the national newspaper of the UAE, the Arabic one, they as well like offer to cover the stuff, in addition to all the 25 plus medias that we have globally. Like. eh, I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm still overwhelmed until now.
Uh,
I'm and then we had the guys from the Futures Now shooting a documentary. They are doing a movie called "Why Are You Here?" The fifth anniversary for the NFT movie about Bitcoin, which is documenting as well Dubai. And I was surprised that they offered to document the summit in the film. So they did some shootings and documentaries to be included in the film. So I can't wait for it to be released. That's it. We also like had like the track and the soundtrack of the summit like got 600,000 streams on the first month on Spotify, top 50 chart, more than 280 global playlists, more than 40 radio stations, including in-store stations like Fendi, Cavalli, Louis Vuitton, Zara. So it just like went. It's a trend now. It's one of the soundtracks as a trends on TikTok and Instagram. So it really went beyond, and everyone and his dog was trying to be part of it, because everybody who was planning their trip booked their flights, booked their hotels for Tokyo 2049. They had no other option. It's not that we are the best, but there was no other option. It's either us or nothing. It's, you have no choice. Everybody who was planning a side event during Token 2049 or around it, they have no other option but to orbit around us. Also, some of the sponsors who already sponsored Token 2049, they were like stuck. Like, where should we go? What should we do? So they have no place but to just end up partnering and collaborating with us. So I think it's a blessing. I don't want to say luck, and a collaborative and a cooperative ecosystem. So Dubai proved to be really prevailing under any circumstances. I don't think this would have been possible anywhere else, and I think I attribute this to the inverted demographics of Dubai. Like, you have a city with 200 nationalities living in it, representing between 80 to 90% of the populations are expats from almost every place on the planet. Like, this is beyond being cosmopolitan or international or global. I always call Dubai is a universal city. You know, like, I always used to say New York is international, London is global, but Dubai is universal. And if it was not
Absolutely.
for that, if it was not for that, I don't think that it would have been possible, or it would have been 10 times harder and tougher to do it somewhere else.
100%. In fact, I call Dubai the best city in India, the best city in Egypt, the best city in China. So,
That's a nice way of saying it, because like, it's yeah, yeah. It's true, it's mini everything. I call it like a mini Moscow, mini Vegas, mini
absolutely.
New York, mini California. Like, it has the sense of everything and the best of everything. One of my best friends always used to tell me, like, Dubai is the Disneyland for adults,
Yeah.
or the yeah, and the Disneyland of business. Like, you have, it's like Monaco, New York, and Vegas combined, multiplied by 10 on steroids, and welcome to Dubai.
On this note, I think we need to give credit where it's due to the government, to the rulers of the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
UAE
yeah, yeah. Of
for
course, of
for
course.
bringing the best of everything in one location, right?
I don't
And
think
I think
even the government themselves, like, broadly speaking, that they would have thought about how the UAE would become like that. They wouldn't even themselves have dreamed about it or thought that it can reach
no,
that level. But
it
because
was
they
all
were
by design.
so
Ahmed,
open,
Ahmed,
yeah, 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 yeah.
Ahmed, it is
I
all by
know, I
design.
know.
It's all by
The
design.
one of my friends from Abu Dhabi, who's involved with the ruling family and the monarchs and stuff, he always used to tell me something. He said, like, bring the people, and people will bring the business. Being open and tolerant and inclusive, and this is what this country has done. They were not afraid at the point where the expat exceeded um, the citizens. Like other countries, for example, in other GCC countries, when expats reached 50%, they stopped having more expats. They thought as a threat that expats are now more than 50% of the population. They are even more than the citizens of the country itself, and they didn't. They closed the thing. They stopped this kind of stuff. While Dubai said, no, we have no problem of expats exceeding 50%. Now they are at 80 to 90%, depending on which emirate you're staying at. They didn't see that as a threat. They didn't see that as a risk. They saw it as an opportunity. Imagine you're having the best ambitious, because everybody who's coming here is ambitious. He's looking for the better. He's open to interact. They don't have all these stigmas and stereotypes. They are coming with a fresh mentality, fresh blood, fresh heart. They are open to interact, to engage, to build relationships, to dive deeper, to take risks, uh, they are looking for prosperity, for a better future. So everyone's coming with the best ideas you could have, and the best hopes and dreams they could have. When all of this melts in one pot, which is Dubai, not New York anymore, you know, it's Dubai or the UAE. You get the best of the idea that's even beyond your imagination. So yeah, it was all by design, to design this kind of incubating environment in which all of these mindsets and ideas will flourish and grow and give the best fruits. So that was the design, but the outcome, I don't think anybody would have even 20 years ago thought that Dubai or the UAE would reach that level, not even the Dubai and the UAE government themselves, but because they were courageous and risk takers enough, because there is no other chance.
Yeah, I totally agree with you because no other country in the world, the citizens would have said with missiles in the air that
Yeah,
we are
yeah, of
safe.
course, anti-immigrants, kick
Nobody
the
would have said
expats
that.
out. They are not from here. Go back to where you
Yeah,
came from, and all this walkiness that we hear everywhere else. Here they say, "Welcome, welcome,
yeah,
welcome, welcome,
true,
more, please come in."
true. True. Tell us
That's
about,
insane. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Tell us about your event in Africa. What are you doing in Africa now?
Oh well, after this, like amazing, tremendous success, thanks to everyone who was involved and every single person who showed up. One thing as well, I was surprised as well to see that 140 people just flew from Brazil to attend the World Token Summit 3.0, the Block Festival. That was a shock for me. Like the guys are coming from the other side across the Atlantic. I was like, "What is that for real?" Then we had the guys from Africa Blockchain Festival. They reached out to us a couple of month ago, and they said like, "Hey guys, we have seen the buzz you created. We have read the news and all the stuff about what you did there. Um, should we partner this edition? We're doing this edition in Kenya this year, and we would like to partner with you to help us with all your ecosystem infrastructure and stuff." And I said like, "Okay, are you guys looking for doing a crossover, the same co-branding like we did with the block?" They said, "Yeah, sure. How would that work?" And boom, we started working on the World Token Summit 4.0 slash Africa Blockchain Festival 2026. And now,
Wow,
if you just go on the website, you see it's building up like fire in the in the ashes. Like it's going crazy as
absolutely.
well. And we're having a global roadshow. Actually, one of the good things that we will learn from the Africa Blockchain Festival, they are doing a global roadshow. So now we are organizing together. We started already on the 13th of August having the first mixer. It's a series of global mixers called Block and Chill. So in every major African city, and also we have a mixer. So 13th of August there was a mixer in Nairobi. Yesterday there was a mixer in Abuja. Tonight there is a mixer in Lagos. As first week and second week of September, we have two mixers in Dubai. Then 30th of September, we have one mixer in Lisbon at the SBC Summit because we are involved with the organizing as well there. To build up for the summit, and to be honest with you, it has been so successful. Like taking that risk and putting this cost up front of organizing these mixers globally with like 5 to 6, 7, 9 cities across 3 different continents to build up to the summit. Every mixer is we are pitching and promoting the summit and inviting only the relevant ecosystem in these cities to sign up exhibitors, sponsors, and partners. On average, we're getting 1 or 2 sponsors at every single mixer we're hosting. Like that's really impressive. So I think we
True.
will adopt that mentality from the guys from ABF and do it into our next year's as well roadshow. Because I was not planning to do, as I told you from the beginning, I was not planning to do the World Token Summit 3.0, but because of Token 2049, thanks for them canceling. I hope they cancel next year. I hope they cancel in other cities so I can jump there. Taking a little bit harsh, but anyway, and then they gave me the opportunity. I did the WTS 3.0, and then after I finished WTS 3.0, I was thinking, okay, next year. I'm not gonna do anything more, so it doesn't get boring. It doesn't get burned. It's only once a year, and then boom, the ABF guy shows up and like, would you like to come to Africa? I'm like, whoa, okay, like
Let's go.
the momentum. Let's do it. Like I was not really planning, and I was like thinking to myself, like, what did I put myself into? Because now I'm like running like crazy to keep up with all of this.
But honestly, I'm so happy for you and for your growth.
Thank you.
Uh, this is your time to go ahead and talk about your upcoming events in Dubai and the other parts of the world so that people can actually register and be a part of it.
Yeah, actually, like we are having like I think I will we will put on the website like a link to the Luma calendar for our block and chill mixers global roadshow. But mainly, what we're focusing on right now is the the World Token Summit 4.0 Africa Blockchain Festival that will be on 15th to the 17th of October in the Sarit Expo Center in Nairobi, Kenya. We also like if you go on the website, you will see all the speakers. Not all the sponsors have been updated yet because we're still a little bit overwhelmed with the signups. So half of the sponsors are only on the website. We will update the rest over the upcoming 2 days. You will see the speakers. You will see as well. We have partnered with the a travel company. So we have travel packages for people who
Yeah.
would like not only to attend the summit, but also to stay like 3, 4, 5 days in the city, like go do the safaris, the sightseeings. We have even combined packages where everything is booked in the package, like the flight tickets, the hotels, the summit passes, and also the experiences and the sightseeings. We have even combined packages between Nairobi and Tanzania. You have like others like Nairobi and Lagos. You have Nairobi and like Mombasa. Like so, it's not just. It's really a festival. Like it's really gonna be a festival. We are also partnering with a football association there to have a football match on the first day. Then we're having as well like some on the nights we will be having music festivals and DJs and dancing. So don't worry, we're gonna party. I know you love that. So we're taking very good care of that. So yeah, we have the Sarit Expo Center, like it's the main expo center in Kenya, Nairobi, like the Dubai World Trade Center here. We have
When
four
is
breakout
that event happening?
rooms,
When is that event
15th to
happening?
the 15th to the 17th of October.
Okay.
That's the World Token Summit 4.0. Yeah. And then before that, we're going to stop over in Lisbon because we're organizing the Web3 Academy at the SBC Summit for the second year in a row now. So last year we were doing the same. And also there will be the Affiliates Leader Summit during SBC Summit. It's all about gaming. And then as well, there will be an EDM festival this year as well at the SBC Summit in the Mio Arena,
Interesting.
headlining Tiesto and Blaster Jacks. At the World
Wow.
Token Summit 3.0, we had Jerry Ropero. Last year at the SBC Summit last year in Lisbon, we had Alok, Timmy Trumpet, Joel Corey, Imam Beck, and we had a warm-up night here in Dubai. And that was like just, oh my God, like it was a
I
busy
think
year
I
last
was
year.
there. I think I was there for that event, which was very close to Dubai Mall, right? The venue was very close to Dubai
Uh,
Mall.
yes, yes, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, yeah.
there was a
Okay.
lot of events because we had a lot of crossovers with like with other like music festivals like Untold and with the IMS Dubai and there was and then like the new year we had the Ministry of Sound. So but that's away from the tech side. But now the music and entertainment and sports industry is actually merging as well with technology, with blockchain, with AI. So it all comes together. So no wonder that we will be present on all these music festivals, music summits, gaming summits, like all this kind of things because it all fashion shows, like it all comes together now. Nothing is separate from the other these days. Everything is commingling in a very sophisticated and complicated level.
True of that. But thank you so much for your time. I think this was an amazing
Thank you for
conversation
having
that we had.
thank you for
Uh,
having me and allowing this opportunity.
of course, yeah. I think the kind of stuff that you have done is incredible, and more of us
Thank you,
need to
bro. Thank you.
hear this from the horse's mouth itself. So I'm glad we are
Thank
having
you, bro.
this conversation. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you
Thank you.
so
Bye bye.
much. Have a wonderful day.
Yep. Bye bye.